Chapter 1 of The Perfection of Flaws by Wisteria Song. That person. She was one of those girls who could walk around like she was beautiful, and knew it. Most girls are beautiful and never realize it their entire lives. Not her, though. She strutted down those hallways like they were her runway, and she turned every head in that hallway, guaranteed. Girls envied her, tried to be her. They would buy heels and makeup and hair dye in the desperate attempt to copy someone who was so naturally gorgeous. It was hard to believe. Most would think a girl like this would have the worst personality on the face of the earth. But that would be wrong. She would help anyone that needed some assistance. She would carry books for those who could not. She would smile at those who were crying, and oh, her smile brightened the hallways. It was contagious too. The second she smiled, everyone else smiled. It was like magic. She was like magic, like a dream. No, not like a dream. She was a dream. She lives inside the mind of every girl that buys a pair of 3-inch heels, not because they're comfortable or necessary, but because they make her feel like she is on top of the world. She exists in the soul of every girl who sings at the top of her lungs when that song comes on, because that song is her song and no one can stop her from singing it. Sometimes, this girl never gets to see the light of day. She gets locked in a room with no light and no food, so she can starve to death, because she's weird and embarrassing and different. She's far too different, but then sometimes she's set free. Sometimes a dress is zipped up, some heels are put on, and some hair is fixed, and suddenly she's simply there. Suddenly she walks down the hallways like she owns them. Suddenly she is cutting off 6 inches of her hair because she always wanted to know what a pixie cut would look on her. Suddenly she's laughing like she will never live another day of her life, crying like she has lost everything in only a few hours, and smiling like she's trying to see just how far she can stretch her mouth. And suddenly, everyone is laughing like they will never live another day. Crying like they have lost everything, and smiling like they want to see how far their lips can stretch. Suddenly everything is perfect, and nothing is perfect. And it is all her fault. Because some girls keep her hidden. Some girls shush her so she will never be able to speak. But some is not the same as all. Other girls embrace her. Other girls let her drag them through some random patch of forest just to find a single tree that is just right for climbing. Other girls sing at the top of their lungs with her. Other girls scream and cry and laugh like they will never be able to do it again. Other girls realize that they can be her, that they can be happy, that they can be free. Other girls realize that no matter what the girl on the other side of the mirror says, she is beautiful. She is perfect in every possible way. Other girls realize that the only girl they will ever need to love is her, the girl tugging at their consciousness, whispering in their ear, laughing right alongside of them. Some girls realize that they only need to love themselves, and that is enough. Because how can she possibly love someone else when she can't first love herself? He was one of those guys who walked around like he owned the place. Head held high, shoulders back, eyes looking not at the crowd, but through the crowd. When he walked into that room, conversation just stopped. 1 second everyone is laughing, chatting, and yelling. The next, you could hear a pin drop. Every other man in that room prayed to be him. They would hit the gym, buy some new shirts, and flex in the mirror for hours just to find at least a whisper of muscle under their skin. But he was more than just a pretty face and a strong body. He was a gentleman, too. Any girl would practically faint in his arms after a single word. Heck, any guy would probably do the same. He was just one of those people. One of those people with an addictive smile, a smooth voice, and words that melted hearts. He was perfect and gorgeous and impossible. Everyone loves to say that men don't have insecurities because men are supposed to be strong, able, and uncaring, right? But the truth is, so many men want to be him. The man who is strong and flawless. That man who never got nervous or scared. That guy that never felt insecure or powerless. But what is a man, truly, without these emotions? Why is it that it's perfectly fine for a woman to hate her body, but not for a man to? The truth is that no one is that guy, but that's okay. Because who wants a man who isn't a little shy when talking to a person he finds interesting or attractive? Who wants a friend who can never be helped because he never needs it? Who wants a colleague who never gets a little nervous before that one big meeting or test? No one. Because emotions make us who we are, and if you can't feel those emotions, then you are nothing more than a robot carrying out your everyday life. This is the truth. All men get a little insecure. Whether it's because they don't have those abs that all their friends have, or because they enjoy singing more than playing a game of basketball, or even simply because they don't feel or act as smart as the people around them. The thing that makes us perfect is our imperfections. True friends will love you because you are imperfect in the most perfect ways. True partners will love you because you are perfect in ways you don't even realize. And true colleagues will love you because what you do changes things for the better. So don't try to be that guy. If you don't have those abs, own it. Instead of wearing a t-shirt every time you go swimming to cover up what you think you lack, be that guy that does some crazy flip from the highest diving board just for the hell of it. Instead of being that guy who could flirt at the drop of a hat, be that guy that makes the dumbest jokes on the face of the earth that still somehow come off as funny. Instead of being that guy with the perfect face, the expensive clothes, be that guy that dyes his hair some waggy color just because, hell, it looked cool on the box. Because the people that will stick by your side are not the people that judge you by your face or your body, but the people that love you because you're weird and random and nerdy and, most of all, unique. The people you want by your side are the people that are crazy for the person you truly are, not the person you pretend to be. So don't hide who you are, own it. Be that girl you were meant to be or that guy that sits in your soul. If people don't like you because of it, that's okay. If your friends stop talking to you, find new ones. If you're embarrassed, remember that who you are is nothing to be ashamed of. Humans have short lives. We're born, we live, and we die in what seems like just a blur of memories. So live your life as you. Don't let others steal your thunder, but most of all, love yourself. You are a perfect version of yourself, and you are the only version of yourself. Don't let other people's definition of the perfect girl or the perfect guy influence who you choose to be. This is a love story, but not a common one. This is a love story about you and yourself. Stop trying to be someone else's vision of perfection and start being your own. Start being you.